Funk, hit me up with some of that stuff. Yeah, that's like that. Hit him in the chest with it. One time again in the head.
Alright, and now we're here to give our full review of The Hangover Part 2. Take it away, Jace.
What can you say about The Hangover Part 2? It's essentially a remake of the first one from 2009. The Wolfpack. This time, it's not Justin Bartha's character who's getting married. This time, it's Ed Helms, and since he's marrying the lovely Jamie Chung, who's Thai,
Nice.
the whole Wolfpack have to go to Thailand to attend the wedding ceremony there, and as in the first one. They're just supposed to have a simple. They were supposed to have a full-on stag party in the first one in Vegas. Here, they said they're gonna behave, but something happens and they wake up the next day and things are fucked up again. There,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same movie.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And just put in context, when I watched the first one, everyone was raving about it, great reviews. But I don't know, when I watched it, I just found it mildly funny. For some reason.
I was dying with that first one. That was hilarious for me.
I thought, I would have thought it was weird, but then I had friends with me and they felt the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And we were the type of guys, we loved old school.
Oh, yeah.
We loved road trip.
Yeah.
So I was surprised I just wasn't getting into it as much.
Mm.
But this time, for some reason, this movie comes off darker, and I found myself laughing here. I found it funnier.
It's reverse for me because I thought the first one was so fresh and so effed up that this one it has so many, maybe like 80%, 90% of the first movie just bring everything to Thailand that it's with the sequel it just felt like I've seen this before. I've felt this before. It just goes into weird effed up places in Bangkok.
Oh man.
I mean, especially the scene where they say there's a reason why they call it Bangkok, not Bangkok. Things I can never unsee. I guess it really did make a difference that they had to go to Bangkok because how else are you going to make the premise even more twisted? And
Yeah.
they do find a way of twisting it
Oh,
further
boy,
here.
Yep.
Yeah,
I saw that coming. Saw a mile away.
I didn't see that coming until he started talking. So there. I like how they were still able to keep Ken Jeong's character, Mr. Chow, in. I mean, I didn't think that there was any way that they could bring him in, but they still were, and Ken Jeong always delivers. Zach Galifianakis, who I really like. I've been watching this guy since he was a regular on Conan O'Brien's late night show, the old late night show. I really like his humor, but here it comes off a bit forced. I think they really tried to make him more lonely and more sad than ever, and that's why he does what he does here. Ed Helms, I'm a fan of in The Office, and Bradley Cooper, we've been fans of since Alias, even though he's a leading man now. But I felt this was lacking in funny for me, not like the first.
Although for me, Ed Helms and Zach, I might have trouble. Forgive me for pronouncing his last name.
Yeah.
I can't get it.
Yeah.
And I think they're still good here.
Yeah.
I still, I still find them amusing. And even Zach, I found Zach annoying in Due Date.
I didn't watch that.
He was
I heard really bad reviews about that.
He was annoying there, but here I thought he was funny. There's that one scene where he's about to cry. He's funny there.
Yeah.
And even Ed Helms. I mean, I think he's always been. When he goes into hysterics,
Yeah.
he's funny.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, and his scene. There's just that one scene where it's like, oh, I can't believe they just did that.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil for you guys. I really would love to tell you, but it's like, But if you've been to Thailand, and you've like gone out and you've gone out there. If you know what they're notorious for, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, because my friends, a couple of my friends who I watched it with, when they saw certain parts of the movie, like, oh, that's Pat Pong. oh no, it's Patpong. They start going like that, and,
Yeah.
and a lot of it shows up in the end credits because there are stills like in the first movie. There are stills of what happened, the mystery of what happened the night before.
Not for the squeamish. Not for the squeamish.
Not for
I'll
the
tell you
squeamish.
that.
Yeah. So, I just felt that the character of Teddy, Jamie Chung's brother here, he was kind of weak. I mean,
weak.
I know that they wanted him to come off as like the straight man, but he's kind of one-dimensional.
Very one-dimensional. He's like just smiling the whole.
Yeah, I mean, they come off. They show him off as this musical prodigy who's going to be a doctor, and to move the plot along, they start looking for him when the morning comes.
You know what? If he had, if they just played him as a douche, that would have been better.
Yeah,
it would have been more entertaining.
Yeah, it's like if he were more into himself.
That would have been cooler.
Yeah, here he's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead weight.
Yeah.
My name alone, been known to break up happy homes. No disrespect all between your